Okay, everybody, here we are, man. We're going to be hitting up part two of this excellent concert so far, man. Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes. Those three guitars in unison add so much depth and vibrancy to the songs. Both the Zeppelin songs and the Black Crowes songs. Man, let me tell you, fantastic. I can see why so many great bands, especially Southern rock bands back in the day, had three lead guitars. Man, fantastic. And the rhythm section, the bassist and the drummer, totally on point. And I really love the good job done by the piano player as well. The organ player did an excellent job on Your Time Is Gonna Come. That song has some crazy ass memories. Even way back in the day when I wasn't into or focused on classic rock, I had a girlfriend who had that song on a cassette tape, and she played the shit out of that song. So in a sense, that is the most familiar with Led Zeppelin that I've ever been, through that song in the beginning, believe it or not. Anyway, hey, digging this so far, man. A really good mix, great styles, good jamming. I'm digging this shit. Let's hit up part two, and then we'll do the review, man. All right. Oh yeah, there's a couple of people who sent me some messages. What I did was I had scheduled, because I had a reaction right before this, and I didn't want to kind of like just put two reactions at the same time out there. So I scheduled for this first part to be scheduled late in the wee hours of the morning, but I didn't schedule it properly, and it didn't go public properly. So you should see some of the messages I got. Oh, Wayne, I can't believe you. This is unbecoming of you. Is this only for your top tier patrons? What the hell, man? You're not sharing? Shit like that. Can you believe it? I just forgot to press public, and people jumping on my ass, calling me all kinds of names, being a cheap ass and being a this, being a that. Relax, people. Damn, man. Give me the benefit of the doubt. You've known me for 3 years. All right. Rant over. Let's focus on this shit. Jimmy Page, Black Crowes. Let's get it. Girlfriend's sleeping, I can't talk too loud.
Yeah.
Excellent. Lemon song. Oh, baby. Hit me up. Hit me up.
Gonna squeeze a little.
This is going to be great. Great intense. Drummer's killing this. Bassist too. Jimmy and his smiles. It's heartwarming, isn't it?
Down on this killing floor. Thank you.
They jammed the shit out of that song, man. Oh, this is a test. In the light. They are not shy, man. They're just going for it. Of course, I don't expect Casimir or when the levee breaks. That's asking too much, but these guys have really done well. I was just checking to make sure that it's not on here. This guy's a great keyboardist. He can definitely pull it off. Is that buzzing coming from the track or is that me? Okay. From the track. This shit is so amplified, man. Pop my ear.
And if you that you can't go on, and your wheels sinking low.
They're brothers, aren't they? These two.
Just believe that you can't go wrong in the light. You will find the road.
See, he looks at him, wondering how long he's gonna keep that note. That's what brothers do.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know I
your favorite song off of Physical Graffiti? Let me know if it is. There's a buzzing that's really amplified here. Okay, it's gone now. Three guitars.
And if you feel that you can't go on, end up blind, you will find the road.
They are definitely the brothers. I didn't know which ones were the brothers. It's those two. Beautiful. Very well done. Man, these guys are really on it. Good precision. Shapes of Things. I'm excited for this one.
Here's one from the hit parade.
They're going deep into Jimmy Page's history here. Back into the Yardbirds. It's a slower, more groovy version. I dig it. Nice. Wow. 3-guitar attack.
fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine.
Right, Blind Willie Johnson. I think that he would really, really dig what they've done to this music. Well, I don't know. I would. The timing is just on point, man. Shout out to the rhythm section. Keeping that groove tight. There you go.
Nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine.
This is one of those songs that I played to my father. First the original version, of course, and then this one. He didn't talk for over a minute when we were done. Really cool how they center pretty much everything around Jimmy. They're not overlapping him too much. Excellent, man. Really, really nice, tight precision between the three guitars. I'm telling you, these guys, they not only rehearsed together, but they jammed, and they had a damn good time doing it. Heartbreaking. This ought to be wild, man. Nice bass groove. Hear the crowd. Excellent.
Thank you.
3 guitar attack. It looks like they're going to take a quick break here and then come back with Bring It On Home. Yeah. Great, man. Can you imagine being there? Fantastic. Everybody's on point. Okay, also we'll pause for a little bit here. They'll need time to get their smoke on and stuff like that. Fantastic, man. I tell you, whoever thought about this engagement that they're doing, mixing the 3 guitar attack and the great precision and the musicianship that the Black Crowes possess, giving Jimmy Page such a great platform for him to just do his thing and to show that he's still got it. Yo, man, I wonder whose idea it was. Let me know whose idea it was, who approached who, because it had to have been a really great pitch. It had to have been, man, I got this idea, mixed with your style, mixed with our style, or vice versa, whoever approached the other. I think that we would do great. And from reading some of the comments, I understand that they had a tremendous amount of tours and concert dates loaded up, and then Jimmy had to bow out because he had some back problems. But I'm also hearing that that might not just be the only reason. So we'll look into that later into the review portion of this. But yeah, man, the performances are really, really excellent. And let me tell you, who's ever there is getting their money's worth, because we're looking at 23 songs in total, and they're not shying away from anything. I can understand their limitations in regards to covering the likes of Kashmir or When the Levee Breaks, or what else am I thinking of? My brain is fried right now, guys. I'm really tired. I got home. It's late. But anyway, Achilles' Last Stand. What the hell? So yeah, I understand that there are some very complex songs that they probably couldn't do. Wouldn't it be the shit if they did No Quarter? No Quarter, I would have lost my mind. But all the same, man, what they do have, what they're presenting, what they're giving us and feeding us, A1, man. So let's do this. They're on a break. Let me take a break. We'll come back and we'll hit up the last bit. See you in a sec. All right, y'all. Let's hit this up, man. Last part, Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes. Let's get it.
Yeah, I know you thought we weren't coming back, but we're coming back anyway.
Bring it on home.
I said, baby.
all aboard. Take my seat to right way back. Oh, yeah. Watch that train roll right down the track. Gonna bring it on home. Bring it on home, Joe. Look out, watch out, baby. Bring it home. Bring it home.
Sonny Boy Williamson. Bring it on home. Bring it on home. Fantastic. Everybody's on point.
Thank you.
She talks to angels.
never mentions the word addiction in certain company. Yeah, to tell you she's an orphan after meet her family.
Is this their biggest hit commercial?
Keep a locked up hand in her pocket. She wears a cross around her neck. They say that the hair was from a little boy. The cross from someone she had not met. No, not yet. Said she talked to Indian. Everything.
Is this your favorite Black Crow song? Let me know what it is.
Streets around, just black eyes on night. Approvals or shades are right down tight. And my baby girl give a little bit of smile when the thing comes. Take that one, that thing to make it all
out on the tiles.
Thank you.
They're doing so many more Zeppelin songs.
I'd like to introduce everybody to
Black
you.
Crowes songs.
On the guitar, Mr. Audley Freed.
Okay, so the other guy is definitely.
On the bass guitar, Mr. Greg Wantagh. On the keyboards, from Detroit, Eddie Harsh.
All great.
On the other guitar, hey man. Rich Robinson.
Brothers.
Stephen Gorman on the drum kit. Well, that's his name, Stephen Gorman. He needs no introduction, Mr. Jimmy Page.
Mr. Chris Robinson of Boston's here. Gentlemen of the Black Crowes, we want to say thank you very much for coming. And good night. Thank you.
This is about Wantagh, this song, I believe. Where do you rank this song off of the third album? Is it in your top 5? Let me know where it's at. I feel this song is often overlooked. I mean, it's got a fantastic riff. Good lyrics. drummer is hitting every single note. I haven't caught him missing a beat yet, man. The rhythm section, complete. What is he, around like 55, 56 here? Doing great, got 30 years on him. Wow. That concert is better than I expected. I expected them to jam. I expected them to have some great grooves and some great riffs, but the tightness of the grouping, the 3-guitar attack, and then you've got the rhythm section that's on point. They didn't miss a single beat, and their keyboardist is awesome. Holy shit, when you put all of that together, you've got a really excellent concert series. And it's too bad that their concert series was cut short due to Jimmy's back problems, but holy cow, that was excellent, man. I got questions. I got a lot of questions. But first, what we'll do is we'll hit up the review, and I'm gonna go to some of the comments that some people made, and yes, hence all of my questions. So I'll see you in a minute. We'll hit up the review. Peace. Okay, everybody, let's do a review here, man. A review on this excellent concert series. Holy cow, so good, man. And you can't ask for much better than that. Jimmy Page being in his mid-50s at that point, and hadn't really done an entire concert series like what he's undertaking here, but he's paired with an excellent grouping of musicians, man. These guys really they were on their game. Not only are they talented, but they really spent some serious time in the studio practicing, jamming, rehearsing, and really syncing up their time to the point where they're in the zone, and it reflects and you see it. You know that they spend a lot of time in rehearsal, spend a lot of time with each other, and yeah, man, these guys really were just on it. I tell you, fantastic concert series. So, well, I shouldn't say concert series, because my understanding is that with Jimmy having to bow out early, they only completed a couple or a handful of concerts, and it's too bad, because I believe it was what was it, like 50 concerts intended, and they only executed, what was it, around 10 or 11 of them. So yeah, sad that they didn't continue. But again, that's a question for a little bit later, because my understanding is that there might have also been some turbulence within the structure of the Black Crowes and Jimmy Page and their collaboration. Sometimes, it isn't always a smooth thing, and you might have issues that might spill out. So it's probably something like that, in keeping with why he also left. But we'll look into that. Let's see what we find here. So what I'll do, man, is first off, let's go to the comment section. So in part 1 of this, it was up, and now today I'm doing part 2. But it was really interesting, and reading some of these comments created some questions in my mind as to what was going on with the collaboration, how it began and stuff like that, and some of the troubles that they might have faced. But actually before that, let's kind of do an overview. Now, Brian Simpson sent me this, but with the link, I didn't get a lot of back information in regards to what this concert was exactly, what album it might have been from. So I'm just going off on my own here, and Wikipedia is showing Live at the Greek. So I'm assuming, just looking at the track listing, that this is a part of the Live at the Greek concert series. So let me just do a little read on that. If I'm wrong, correct me. Live at the Greek, Access All Areas, is a double live album by Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, released by musicmaker.com on the 29th of February 2000 and reissued by TVT Records July 4th, 2000. In October of '99, Page teamed up with the Crowes for a 2-night performance of material from the Led Zeppelin catalog and old blues and rock standards. Quote, "I really didn't have that much fun doing it," grumbled singer Chris Robinson. "It was all right, and Jimmy's a phenomenal guitarist, but to me, it was just a job. I'm not a big fan of Robert Plant's lyrics or his singing, so that part of it was a little boring for me," unquote. Holy shit. Hey man, well, it's all good. Speak your mind, be truthful and all of that sort of thing, but that right there is, I don't know, a little surprising. He certainly covered their songs very well, and I'm looking at the lineup of the songs they performed, right? That they covered like 80% of Led Zeppelin songs. So, and if they had this concert series all planned, and they already accomplished like 10 of them, I'm surprised that he actually went back, So we got to look at that a little bit down the road. Contractual problems with their record company prevented the Crowes issuing any of their own songs played at the Greek shows. I see. Okay, that answers the question right there. So otherwise it would have probably been more of a 50-50 thing. Also featuring Page with the band, these included Wiser Time, No Speak No Slave, Remedy, and Hard to Handle. The double CD released in 2000 featured a different running order, an extra song, an enhanced QuickTime video, and photographs taken during the concert. The Japanese version of the album adds Misty Mountain Hop and In the Light, recorded in 2000. Bassist Sven Pipien, who was fired between the two different releases of the album, was airbrushed out of the group shot that features in the centerfold of the TVT Records version and all subsequent vinyl reissues. You know what? Yeah, I was thinking to myself when he was introducing the band members and he introduced the bassist, I looked for a second and I thought, wow, he's a lot blonder than I thought he was, but it's a different person. So that explains it. The original image appears on the musicmaker.com CD and can also be seen on a Jimmy Page blog. Okay, and so that's all the actual factual information they've got, and then they've got track listings, production, and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, I'm assuming that this concert was taken from all of the songs from Live at the Greek, and the Live at the Greek is kind of like the big umbrella and that's the platform for their series of concerts. That's what I'm assuming. Now, questions that I've got to address. But first, let's go take a look at what some of in the comment sections of this actual part 1 reaction. Let's take a look at what some people have to say. Tectonics Architects. I will say this about Chris Robinson. He sings outside the box, similar to the way Robert Plant does. Obviously, they have different vocal styles, and I'm not trying to judge them against each other. But of all the vocalists Page worked with after Plant, Chris Robinson was to me the style that most complemented Page's live improvisational style. Right on. So there you go, a good vote of confidence towards Chris Robinson and his style. That comment is strange, considering how well they jam and how well they're doing. But I understand now that because of the contract and all that stuff, that they couldn't sing and perform more Black Crow songs. I get it. I'm just scrolling down because most comments are like, hey, yo, great, great, great. Well, I want to get to a couple of statements made that made me raise an eyebrow. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down here. Jimmy resurrected the Crows. This is Daryl Bennett speaking. Jimmy resurrected the Crows with this mini tour. He offered to record an album and write with them, and Rich Robinson declined. There's a few interesting interviews with Gorman the drummer about how the egos of the brothers got in the way of a lot of opportunities. Okay, yes, so that was my first eyebrow raised. When asked about the collaboration, this is Patrick Kaltner. When asked about the collaboration, Chris channeled his inner asshole and said, "It was that much fun for me. It wasn't that much fun for me. I don't like Robert Plant's writing." Okay, first it wasn't his, he said he didn't like his singing, now he doesn't like his writing. Okay. I never thought that Steve Gorman got enough appreciation as a drummer. Very underrated. The Black Crows would not be the same band without him. Absolutely. This is Bayou Maccabee. Yeah. Agreed. Nailed every beat, Patrick Kaltner says. I like how the Black Crows guitarists stay out of Jimmy's way and play only to complement what Jimmy is playing, not playing all over him. Hey man, exactly man. Bayou Maccabee again, that's exactly what I thought. Alright, I'm just looking for my eyebrow raising comments, but since then there's been more comments added. Chris Robinson is good enough, but I'm sure he managed to get on Jimmy's nerves at some point in the tour. He had fully realized his potential to be the angsty, easily irritable, impossible to be with rock star archetype by this time. This is Aditya Singh that said that. And Bayou again said, "No doubt, for anyone interested, a great read on this subject and on the band's personalities as a whole is the drummer's Steve Gorman book entitled Hard to Handle, The Life and Death of the Black Crows, a memoir by Steve Gorman. I highly recommend this book to anyone who likes behind the scenes, looks into the lives of rock stars and band life." Yeah, absolutely. And Front Horse said, "You said no to Jimmy fucking Page?" I guess this is the comment before about Rich Robinson declining. The drummer's good. Singers, meh. The older dude on guitar looks a bit good too. Laugh out loud. Okay. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So, Bobby N says, "Great concert, and Jimmy loved playing with them and wanted to keep playing with them, but the brothers Robinson just can't get along, and the infighting between them ruined everything, and even Jimmy said so. And Chris Robinson is so skinny, my God, give the guy a burger." Front Horse then said, "If you're into audiobooks, I highly recommend Hard to Handle, The Crow's biography by drummer Steve Gorman. Massively entertaining." And it's in a form of an audiobook. So Bobby N said, "Yes, I read its excerpts. A highly dysfunctional family, the two brothers, with Chris being a real dick." And Front Horse replied back, "Gorman reads it himself, and he's hilarious. And you're right, the battle of the brothers and their behavior towards other band members was insane." And then Bobby N said, "Too bad, because they were a really great band." All right, that's what I was looking for from the comment section of part 1. Now, with my eyebrows raised, I was saying to myself, holy cow, what is going on here? So let me put it to you. What is going on with Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes? Because I'm not seeing anything else from Wikipedia in the form of a history here, the backstory of who approached who. First off, answer that question for me. Who approached who first? Who said, hey, we should collaborate, we should do this, we should do this? Who said that? How did it get started? And with Chris Robinson's statements about he didn't like Page's Plant singing that much, and it didn't suit his style very much, and so. That's for the initial first 2 concerts. But then they went down the road, went on tour together with the intention of doing, 50 shows? Got 11 done, 10 or 11 done. So are we calling bullshit here? Was he being a dick at that time? Was he just in a drunken, foolish stupor? What's the story about the Robinson brothers? And here's the big thing. This is what I found. Ultimate Classic Rock. Why Jimmy Page abandoned tour with Black Crowes in 2000. So what I'm seeing in my searches is that Rich Robinson keeps saying, "I did not snub Jimmy Page. I did not snub Jimmy Page," all over the place. So let me read this here, man. And you tell me, based on your knowledge of the Crowes and the collaboration with Page, how what's really what, right? So Jimmy Page abandoned his tour with the Black Crowes after being insulted by guitarist Rich Robinson, drummer Steve Gorman claimed. The Led Zeppelin icon teamed up with the Southern rock group in '99 and released the acclaimed album Live at the Greek the following year. However, Page called off a tour with the band after 11 of their 55 shows were performed, citing back problems at the time. Absolutely, I can understand that for sure, but was there more? That's my question. Based on what I'm seeing, feeling, getting a vibe here about, I'm feeling that there might possibly be a little bit more to it and not just Jimmy's back problem. And perhaps maybe he was just looking to bow out gracefully and not cause too much turbulence and just say, okay, yeah, I know what these guys are all about now, and I can't see myself being on the road with them performing 50 shows the way they are, the way they behave, the way they act, something like that along those lines. Let me know if I'm just kind of going too far with it. The pairing of Page with the Crowes gave the dysfunctional band a shot in the arm in 2000 and set them up for a successful year of touring. Rolling Stone reported, quoting from Gorman's new memoir, Hard to Handle, The Life and Death of the Black Crowes. But following an appearance on The Tonight Show, Page was battling back problems, he mysteriously disappeared, and the tour was canceled. So, that sequence, that would raise eyebrows for sure. Gorman learned the real reason why Page left from the man himself a year and a half later. According to the drummer's recollection, Page told him that he offered to write songs with the Robinson brothers for their next record, but Rich blew him off with a no thanks. We don't need more songs. I was insulted, Page said to Gorman, who furiously called the Crow's manager and told him, I'm driving to Connecticut and I'm going to kill Rich in his home. Okay. You insult a legend, man. Among recollections of disputes and violent episodes, Gorman described Rich's brother, singer Chris Robinson, as the angriest person I've ever known. He recalled an incident when Howard Stern asked the Crows to play his 60th birthday party in 2014, and the band proposed to perform for free to thank Stern for his support during its early years. Quote, get this. Fuck Howard Stern. I don't owe that motherfucker anything, he said, according to Gorman, who claims the singer wanted $150,000 personally to do the gig. He didn't get it, and he forbade his bandmates from playing it without him. Does that sound like Chris Robinson? The report also noted that Gorman had dreamed of leaving the band before it finally broke up in 2015. Okay. This is a quote here. Chris wanted 75% of all the band's income. That was quite an upgrade from the 33.25% or 1/3% share he had been receiving, the drummer wrote, adding that he refused the suggestion of becoming a salaried employee of the band he helped form. And that was the end of the Black Crowes. Wow. Are you kidding me? Such a fantastic band. To the level of where a great rock icon is embracing the idea of pairing himself up with the likes of the Black Crowes, lending his legendary status and his time and all of that stuff to mix with these guys. Page definitely held them at a very, very high regard, as did I. I don't know a tremendous amount about the Black Crowes, but the music that I've heard from them, hey man, I'm telling you, these guys are the shit. And it's great to see a classic rock icon with a great modern contemporary rock band who has their own sound, has their roots in Southern rock, has a really great complement to the classic rock sound. Pairing up with Jimmy Page seems to be a fantastic pairing. Now, that's just the vision and the image projection, but now once you get into the details of who snubbed who and all of that sort of thing, yeah, of course, you know, we can all be irrational, we can all be emotionally unstable at times, and we can all act like brats and fools. But I want to know from you guys, because I'm not getting it, and it's going to take me forever to kind of seek and find. You're part of my research. Some people say to me, oh, well, Wayne, geez, do your damn research. You are part of my research. Every single one of you that are watching me right now, you are part of my research. Do you know how much time it would take me to go around looking and searching and seeking? No, man. You know, I can do the research, but you would never see a reaction because I'd be spending too much time doing research, right? You are a part of my research. So, you know, a couple of people come at me like this. Oh man, before you start doing a reaction, do your damn research. First off, I am not a pro. I am not a music mogul. I'm just a typical everyday guy, right? But you're sitting there watching me, and you probably have this knowledge. So why don't you share the knowledge with me instead of being judgmental, holier than thou? Oh, you don't know shit about Led Zeppelin. No, well, how about you educate me and teach me what you know? Share with me what you know instead of just sitting there watching, expecting me to entertain your ass. No, you have an obligation to me as a viewer. You have to teach me things, right? Because I am taking a personal walk And this is a part of me doing my research and learning. And you have an obligation to me to teach me what you know. So don't just sit there and watch me. If you know something, write something. Every one of us have a YouTube account, and all we have to do is just write something, a short sentence, just to kind of give me some perspective. That's all you got to do instead of being judgmental. I'm addressing a couple of specific people who recently came at me like this. Anyway, back to my question. Come on, man, you know I had to lean like this. I'm drinking sugarcane rum. So, back to you guys. Here is my thoughts, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Set me straight. Let's do a recap. You got the great Black Crowes. You got the great Jimmy Page. Somewhere along the way, they met in the middle and they collaborated and they got together. I want to know who approached who and how it was pitched, if you know this. And then along the way, you're seeing things like, well, Jimmy Page had back problems. And, there was also reasons behind the scenes as to why he left. For the guy to bail on a 55 concert engagement tour is a big deal. And where back problems are concerned, I don't know to what degree he was suffering, but let's just say a year later, could you not take it up again? There's the rub. If I'm Jimmy Page, and it's true that these guys are a bunch of spoiled brats and don't know how to behave and conduct themselves like gentlemen, I wouldn't want to go back, right? Back problems or not. A year later, after my back problem has healed up, knowing that these guys are a bunch of fuckheads, I would not want to go back and collaborate and align myself with them. What do you think? If you were Jimmy Page, what would you be thinking? How would you feel about that? So that's why I'm inclined to feel that there's a little bit of truth about the Rich Robinson snub. There's a little bit of truth about the Chris Robinson being a spoiled brat and a dickhead. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just speculating as a fan would, right? But you let me know. You might have more specific details. You might know the Black Crowes a little bit more than me. So let me know where I'm at. Am I a little bit more on the right side, or am I, And here it is. These are my thoughts, man. You've got a great rock icon. And you, in your own right, you're a great rock band too. And you may say to yourself, well, this guy comes in, he's joining our ranks, and now, we've got to cater to him, and so there might be some pride going along with it, right? And as well too, it's the familiarity that breeds contempt factor. Have you guys heard of that? Let me explain. Let me give you two examples. John Fogerty, the mastermind behind CCR. Right? He was instrumental in putting CCR on the map and into the hemisphere. Now, he's got the other three band members. They could easily take him for granted. Oh, it's just my brother, John. Oh, it's just my best friend, John. We grew up together, whatever the case may be. So, the world sees this guy as a great rock icon, a great songwriter, and a great creator of a great swamp rock, southern rock sound. So he is an icon in our eyes, not just, seeing him from a certain way. So if you grew up with someone, you tend to take them for granted. You tend to sometimes not see the big picture of their great grand importance. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that with the band members of the Black Crowes, maybe the familiarity factor bred a little contempt, and they took the icon of Jimmy Page for granted. If it is the case where, let's say Jimmy Page didn't want to go back, that would be the reason why, despite their bad behavior, because I'm sure that at some point in time he might have heard that they can be difficult to work with, that they can be a little bit hard to collaborate with. I'm sure he's heard about it before he went into it, right? And so I think that probably was one of the big reasons, being Jimmy Page, why he didn't go back. I'm just, kind of putting it out there. Well, what do you think of that? If you were Jimmy Page, again, would you go back? After your back problems has healed up and whatnot, I'm sure you still had an open door of opportunity, but he didn't go back. That's why I'm using this example. You know what I'm saying? What else was I gonna say? Yeah, that's it. Basically, in the end, it all boils down to a question. The question of why do you feel Jimmy Page did not go back and continue with the Black Crowes? That raises the biggest eyebrows. You know, and based on what I'm reading here about people saying that the Robinsons were very difficult to work with and things of that sort, and their behavior is in question, I'm feeling Jimmy Page, being 55, 56, how old he was, he's saying to himself, you know what? I'm Jimmy Page, man. I don't need this. I don't need it. I wanted to do something, and I wanted to be expressive, and I wanted to get my my groove on again and all that, but not at the expense of having to deal with a bunch of bratty ass kids acting the fool, right? That's how I would feel being a 55, 56-year-old Jimmy Page. I don't need this shit, man. You know? So, let me know what you think of that. Those are my thoughts. It's a whole mismatch of thoughts and stuff. I'm just shooting from the hip here. But how close was I, or was I way off point? Let me know, man. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna bounce. I really enjoyed this, though. This was really, really good. The musicianship was fantastic and on point. If I had to point to any kind of a weak link source, it would be the vocals of Chris Robinson. At some points, it was a little bit strained, and I think that he might have been bouncing around a little bit too much and not really focusing on formulating his singing and making it a little bit more timely and on point. And that's just a very, very, very minor critique. Like, if I was forced to pinpoint any weak source of that particular concert series, it would be that. Definitely the strong points is the musicianship, man. The 3-guitar attack, the rhythm section being just on it, and that excellent keyboardist. Yeah, the musicianship, totally on point, man. Overall, I give it a 2 thumbs up for sure, and it's something that I'd watch again, being a concert series. Sometimes, you know, some concerts you're just not really, you're like, yeah, it's nice to see them live, performing live, but they really nailed the riffs. They really nailed the cohesion, and that's the most impressive thing. Like I said, they probably spent a tremendous amount of time rehearsing and jamming and really getting to know it. And so from that point of view, and then seeing the comments that Chris Robinson made, it leaves me a little bit perplexed, you know what I mean? But I know that this was after their first 2 initial concerts on the weekend. And then as well, reading about the Rich Robinson snub. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that a little bit more than anything else. I believe that Jimmy Page was snubbed. I believe that he was not impressed with their behavior overall, and I believe ultimately that is the reason why he didn't go back. And as well, he had a talk with himself. I'm Jimmy Page. I don't need to go back. I don't need this at all. They need me more than I need them. To hell with these guys, right? I think that's probably what went down in the end. But let me know what you think. Anyway, it's the Sugarcane Rum talking. The next time you see me, I will be in regards to a Led Zeppelin reaction. There's a couple of interviews I want to hit up, and I'm going to probably start focusing a little bit more now on some of the solo stuff. I mean, this is, I consider this a Page solo stuff, but I want to take a look now at Robert and John Paul Jones, and go from there. So that's what I'm going to be looking at in the next little while down the road. Of course, I'm always going to circle back to Page and what he's doing, because he is the heart and soul of Led Zeppelin. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed this. Forgive me for my rant, forgive me for my swears, but at the same time, you know that I'm drinking sugarcane rum, right? So, there was something else I was going to mention, man. Yeah, there was a documentary somebody mentioned that I wanted to check out, and now it's gone from my mind. It's late at night, guys. I should be sleeping right now. And you can't see her, but my girlfriend, she has been poking her head around the corner. Still, yes, I'm still sitting here, 3 in the morning. Anyways, you guys have yourselves a good one, man. Take care. And next time you see me, hopefully it'll be, well, I'll remember what it was that I wanted to check out, and we'll go from there. Have a good night. Peace.